What is something a therapist once told you that you will never forget? I was in a session with my therapist, and she asked me to describe my childhood. I told her about how my parents would lock me in my room for hours, and I wasn't allowed to come out unless I was going to school or eating dinner. I told her about how I would hear them laughing and playing with my siblings while I was locked away. I told her about how I would cry myself to sleep every night, wishing I could be a part of the family. I told her about how I would sneak out of my room at night to play with my toys, and how I would get beaten if I was caught. I told her about how I would pretend to be sick so I could stay home from school, just so I wouldn't have to be locked in my room all day. I told her about how I would dream of running away, but I was too scared to leave. After I finished telling her about my childhood, she looked at me with tears in her eyes and said, "You were abused." I was shocked. I had never thought of it that way. I always thought I was just a bad kid who deserved to be punished. She then told me something I will never forget. She said, "You didn't deserve any of that. You were just a child who wanted to be loved."